What's up everyone, it's your boy MS97 aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome everyone to Uncharted qualifying for the 12th time of Season 4 of the JBL Cup Series, and we are here for the first time ever at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia, the shortest track on the schedule, the second shortest track race on Season number 4, and this is the first time ever that we have been here, so who knows what's going to happen here for the Smithfield 500 later on tonight, but first we got Uncharted qualifying here at Martinsville. And real finish, first one out on track. And Martinsville is a short track and is a paperclip. 2 track strips, basically for the straightaways, and then 2 tight hairpin turns. And from what we've seen in practice and in testing, the racing is intense. There's 2 crews, unlike normal Martinsville standards. There's the inside lane, where you can make passes on drivers, and then the second lane, in the concrete section of the racetrack, you can kind of use to defend the position. Not really make a pass on anyone, but you can defend your spot by running in that second lane. So it's really interesting to see what will happen here. Never been to Martinsville, so have to wait and see if what happens here for the Smithfield 500 lay on tonight. But Club Bajan, the third, you can always see that he's trying that second lane, but he lost a lot of time off turn number 4, and that's the thing that you have to watch out for, is that you can't run that second lane, but if you step outside of it just a little bit too much, you could go into the outside wall. Either that or just lose a lot of time. Fast guy in town early on is not surprising. Lance Smith Jr. in the number 33. Fastest Uncharted driver all season, really. Made the most sales out of anyone up to this point. And right now he is fastest with a 19.848 fast time from Lance Smith Jr. Never mind, Will Parrish just went up to the top of the board. And now these drivers are starting to get faster. Will Parrish, fastest driver in town. And then there's Lance Smith Jr., Darrington, and Tori Gossett, who just got third at Texas, I believe. So good one for her at Texas, trying to make it into the Martinsville race here tonight. And Tyler's not going to be that major. In testing, might only be half a second off of Tyler, so track position might be a little bit important, but I don't know how important based off of what we've seen in practice already. And gonna be an interesting. Club Bajan, the third, just went up to the top of the board with 19.709, and Tori Costa, his teammate, just went to 19.751 and ties with Lance Smith Jr. Actually, no, not ties with Lance Smith Jr. with the 19.761, and then Darrington with a 19.8 flat. And these times are getting faster and faster at the moment here at Martinsville. Later on tonight, it will be about 65 to, oh my goodness, Bazan and the pressure almost took each other out right there, and they almost all taking each other out. Some short track racing beef and Uncharted qualifying, and that's something that we might see all night long, is that they might dive bomb a little bit here at Martinsville. And Ronald Kiddington just moved up to the second spot with a 19.731. AJ Crash going down pit road, he's going 9th right now. And as I was saying, it's going to be interesting what ends up happening, because it's about 65 to 75 laps on a fuel one, and with it being a 125 lap race, it's going to be a one-stop race, depending on what happens. So we just have to wait and see what happens halfway through Uncharted qualifying. And in theory, for AJ Crash and Eric Drew, they're both outside the top 4, but with this being a short track, they have a lot of time to get back around. And Will Parrish, these guys are going faster. Still, Will Parrish, and never mind, the money team. The money team and BPUS just went up to the top of the board from 19.662, and then Will Parrish in second, Paul Pachano in third, and Darrington in fourth. Now, Corporation the third moves up back up to the top, and they are gaining speed, and he's battling with Will Parrish. Incredible stuff here at Martinsville. And Nathan Jr. back up to second. Not a lot of tire fall off at all. And we're going back out with 4.5 minutes left here on Uncharted qualifying. And quick times are being set. And if anyone wants to make it into the top 4, they have to be a 19.684 now. And for Eric Williams, his best is only a 19.999. So he has a lot of work to do. That's gained 3 tenths basically. See what this crack house racing number 91 can do. With touring screen all over his back bumper. L2 just does not look like he has speed in number 91. And touring screen does. Just bumped out his teammate. Now touring screen is in and Will Parrish is out. Pajano the third, Smith Jr., BP West, and touring screen the top 4. And touring screen almost went out into the pavement and stuff like that. And maybe something's wrong with 91 because he's on flush tires, I believe, and he's still not really gaining much speed. But as you can tell, there's multiple groups here at Martinsville, surprisingly. Then is still going to be the best place to be, but there's options to defend the position. That's what it showed. And we have plans to see, of course, this is race 12 of 22. Halfway through the season, and we have 4 races left until the chase begins. Martinsville, one sprint doubleheader, and then Pocono. 4 races, 3 totally different racetracks, and that starts here tonight at Martinsville. Papa John is still fast in town. Lance Mastrina in second, Rez in third, and Twins Green in 4th. And Will Parrish, she's 5th, but he's only 3 1,000ths off, so he could in theory go faster if he really wanted to. Looks like he has damage on that right side, that's going to be a factor all night long, but not really going to be too much of a factor with being a short track though. Two minutes left, plus some resets here in Uncharted qualifying. No one is on pit road, so this might end up being the top 4 unless these guys somehow go faster. Darrington and sits in number 62. He's at the rough season. I think he's made the fewest starts out of anyone this season. That's unfortunate for the Beat Oil machine. Caught Bashar the third. He's done 23 laps, 23 laps here in 10 minutes. And with it being a short track, it's 125 laps, but it's not going to take that long at all. The lap time is flying by very, very quickly here. The racing that we are seeing, we could be in for a tweet here for the first 7 months of racing in JBL Cup Series history. But Club Bashar the third for NBM, still fastest. And I think this is gonna be it. Gonna have to wait and see what happens later on tonight. 40 cars instead of 10. But from what we've seen, this has been pretty insane up to this point. Always been skeptical about going to Martinsville, but finally found a conversion for it. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one here for the Smithfield 500 for the first time ever in the JBL Cup Series. Got about 35 seconds left on the clock and then a couple of resets, but I don't know of how much it will matter. Lance is on pit road, but I doubt he would go back out. Will Parrish is on pit road, Drew's on pit road. But if they don't hurry, they might not even get another shot at it. And I don't think they will. Barbajal, Lance Jr., Darrington, and BB Wes will be the 4 drivers making it into Smithfield 500 later on tonight. A couple of resets left to go here. Ronald Kennington in 7th, racing behind Club Bajano. He's not going to make it into the show, unfortunately. And I think it's going to be one more reset. And Ronald Kennington and Darrington just all of a sudden out of nowhere bumped out Liz and Transqueen. Well, hold the phone, never mind. At the last second, Ton and Kennington make it into the show. How about that? By just a little bit. Kennington barely beats out Liz, and Ton also beat him out, and look at how close the times were. All with like a second and a half. And unfortunately, I thought Liz and Green would end, but they got beat at the last possible second, and it would be Club Bajano the third, Lance Smith Jr., Darrington, and Ronald Kennington making it into the show for the Smithfield 500 later on tonight. And it's going to be interesting if what ends up happening here for the Smithfield 500. First time ever here at Martinsville, and 4 races left. Who knows, we could have some short track tempers, and we have to wait and see if we can get the job done. So until later on tonight for race 12 on the season, and for the Smithfield 500, I will see you guys later. Bye.